Hi, and welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about analysis and the funnel, and introduce kind of the concept of the funnel and explain to you why we use this model to break up and separate the different metrics that we're tracking. So let's talk a little bit about what the funnel is. Here is the most basic, most boring version of the customer creation funnel. It's a process that every customer has to follow. Some of them are going to do it more quickly than others. Some of them are going to take a little bit more time. But it's basically the steps that they will take where they go from, I've never heard of this business, to, yeah, I buy their products, I love it, their stuff is great, let me tell you about it. So the customer creation funnel starts with awareness, right? This is where someone comes to your site for the first time. Here's the name of your company for the first time. It's the moment when they go from not knowing about you to being aware that you exist. And it's not just pure name recognition, right? It's when they become aware of the solutions that you provide, what kind of problems you solve. They even become aware of some of the problems they may not have known they had. So it's the stage at which you start to introduce yourself, the products you offer, and sort of why they might need what you've got. Once you've sort of finished introducing all the stuff, we're going to move to evaluation. So this is when someone goes from being passive to active. It's the stage at which they say, okay, I've heard about the problems, I've heard about the solutions, I know a little bit about why I need it. Now let me figure out which one is going to be the best fit for me. So this is the stage when a customer is evaluating how the offers that you're making, how the offers that your competitors are making fit in with their specific needs, and trying to decide which product is going to be right for them. At the end of it, you will hopefully have turned them from just a visitor into a lead. And once you've made them a lead, you'll be able to reach out to them again and again saying, hey, just reminding you, I've got this great course on Facebook ads. I've got this great home decor service that I know you're interested in, and I'd love to just tell you a little bit more about it. Maybe have you give it a shot, tell me what you think. Our last stage is the sexiest and the most fun stage. It is conversion. So that's when someone goes from just being a visitor, just being a lead, to actually being a customer. And that's the ultimate goal of this funnel, right? Customer creation. So that's the stage where someone says, you know what? I've heard about what you do. I've heard about the problems I have, and I agree. I want to get this fixed. I've looked at your competitors, I've looked at you. This is what I want. Boom, here's my credit card. Let's make this purchase. Let's start moving me from where I am now to where I want to be. That's the basis of pretty much all customer creation funnels. It is the process of someone going from never heard of you all the way to I bought you, I love it, I'm going to buy more stuff. And notice it's a funnel structure, right? There are going to be less people that reach this stage than there are people that come in here at the top. That's okay. That's the nature of digital marketing. Some people are going to come to your site, read a post, say, that's pretty cool, but they're never going to be buyers. Some people are going to come, opt in for some lead magnets, get interested in what you're talking about, but they're never going to convert. So your goal is just to push as many people as possible from here, the top, all the way down to the bottom, and give them the best experience possible throughout that. So we use the funnel structure in analysis for a number of reasons. Let's talk about what those are. So the first reason is that we have different goals depending on which stage we're at. So when someone is a brand new visitor in the awareness stage, we want them to get to know us, right? We want them to say, ooh, this content's pretty interesting. I'll keep reading. We want them to say, oh yeah, I do have that issue all the time. At the bottom, we want them to say, you know what? I know what you're doing. I know what I'm doing. We're a good fit. Let's get together. Let me buy this product. So we got to measure what success is differently at each stage. If we go to the bottom of the funnel and say, wow, you know, we had 20 people come visit the site. That doesn't make sense. We're not looking at the bottom to see how many people came and visited. We're looking to see the number of conversions that happened. So by separating the goals, we can more effectively say what part of our business is working and what part needs a little bit more work. Our next key kind of reason that we're going to use a funnel structure is because prospects' behavior and location changes. So it's not just about us having different goals. The way that people use our site, interact with our social profiles, all the different stuff that we've got on the web and off the web, it's different depending on if they're at the awareness stage, the evaluation stage, or the conversion stage. So we want to know where they are and what kind of stage they're in. And by separating that out, just like with goals, we'll have a better sense of what's working and what's not in our business. It doesn't make sense to try to track someone's behavior when they're in your funnel looking at make a purchase and treat them like they're someone brand new to your site, right? They should know who you are, they know what you're doing, and they're interested. They're in a funnel, they're talking about making a purchase. You need to speak to them like they are. The last reason that we're going to use a funnel is because it allows you to sort of diagnose your health. And that's sort of the high-level overview of what I've just been talking about, right? If you know that you're not driving enough new visitors to your site and that's hurting conversions throughout the funnel, that's going to happen at a funnel or at a stage level, right? So you're going to go say, wow, I haven't had any new visitors come to my site in the past month. That's bad news. I hope that doesn't happen to you. But if you can kind of separate that out and say, okay, here's the problem. It's happening at the very top. All the stuff down at the bottom is still great. You can really drill down and figure out where your challenges are, where the problems that you need to fix are. Or you might see an opportunity. You might say, wow, my content is transforming people into leads like at a crazy rate. For every 10 people who read an article, 3 of them become leads. That's nuts. That would be great. And so you can say, okay, this part's working really well. How can I sort of take advantage of what's working at this stage, use it at the top, use it at the bottom, add this element that people are responding to and love to other parts of my funnel. So we have a very slightly different funnel. You know, we've got tofu, mofu, bofu. Weird terms, but just kind of the shorthand for what's happening. So tofu is top of funnel, mofu is the middle of the funnel, bofu is the bottom of the funnel. But we also add this element. So when we're doing analysis, we're not just looking at customer creation. We also want to look at how we're monetizing and keeping people who have already become customers. So we add this last section, retention and monetization. And you can see on the analyst funnel, we've got breakdowns of what the goals are, and these represent our different metrics. So we split our metrics out into key metrics, which are sort of our health check metrics. Looking at a key metric, you'll say, great, you know, looks like this top section is driving enough new people. We're getting enough people searching for our site, all that stuff. And you can drill down and say, all right, what's working here? Why is it working well? Are we driving inbound links? Is our content performing well? Are people leaving our page? All that kind of stuff. Every funnel stage is broken up into the key metrics that tell you, am I healthy or not? And the drill down metrics that allow you to say, I'm not healthy, here's why. I am healthy, I'm doing great, here's how I can exploit and take advantage of what is working. So we're going to be talking throughout this entire course about these different stages. We've got a module for each one where we're going to show you what we're tracking at that stage, what our goals are, how you can track it, how you can put it in your dashboard. And when we're done with everything, you're going to be able to go in and say, ooh, you know, I saw yesterday that my sort of middle experience is not doing that well. So I know today I'm going to go in and dive in, research that a little bit, figure out why we're not turning visitors into leads. Or you might say, we've got this top part down pat, but down here, we are doing a really bad job of keeping our customers excited, focused, making them multi-buyers, all that stuff. So the funnel structure basically gives you this tool that you can use to optimize the customer experience, simplify and speed up the process of someone going from visitor to considerer to purchaser, and just generally keep an eye on what's working and what's not in your business. So next, we're going to talk about what data actually matters to your specific business. See you in the next video.